those 2 draws were my fault. In there, we've got a Sage Rarity Bump. So we've got a little package here from my favourite place.
Hi guys, we've arrived at Locals, week 2 with the Blue Eyes deck.
Match number 1, we get paired up with Ryan.
Do I think the deck is a tier 1, tier 0? No, of course it's not. So here we are for episode 2 of the Road to ICS with our lovely Blue Eyes deck. Now, ahead of this week, we're making a couple of changes based on what happened at the OTS Championships. Nothing major, but just enough to add some consistency and just make sure that we can play against some of the more annoying decks in this format. So there's not massive changes, but there are some. And reflecting on how the OTS went, 1 win, 2 draws and 1 loss, I'm still happy. It's not where I want it to be, but at the same time, I have to understand that those 2 draws, much as it could have shaped the entire way the rest of it went, were my fault. I could have looked at the timer. I could have made sure that I knew there's a minute left. Get your Blue Eyes out and just attack and get some life points done and you can win. So actually, it's not even so much about the deck and the technicality of it. It's about knowing where the game state is and how far into match 2 or 3 you are. That can actually make the difference between you winning or drawing, or you know what, maybe even losing. Like there could actually have been times where I can lose from time because the opponent managed to do one thing and I was mid-combo and then lost. So luckily last week it was just 2 draws. So I just need to remember, you haven't got all the time in the world. You need to make sure that yes, you're making your plays and doing your combos, but when time's of the essence, make sure you're doing the right thing as well as just trying to combo off. So we've got a parcel that has come through the door from Vinted of all places. Now, I'm giving away my secret sauce here because Vinted is really, really good for Yu-Gi-Oh cards, even though it's designed for clothes. In there, we've got a Sage Rarity Bump and a couple of other just miscellaneous cards to make it worthwhile to get the delivery. I'm quickly realising that I wish that I bought all these Rarity Bumps 3 months ago because, oh my god, this Blue Eye stuff is getting expensive very, very quickly. So we've got a little package here from my favourite place to buy singles from. It's actually from a place called Big Orbit Cards. I know, I'm pretty sure they're quite popular, but getting back into the game for me, this has been, they basically have me on like a monthly subscription in terms of buying cards. So this time round, obviously with our Blue Eyes deck, we're not planning to change much, but we do just have some random cards we wanted. So I thought I'd get this popped open and just show you some of the cards that are inside. And bear in mind, they're quite random.
Hi guys, we've arrived at Locals, week 2 with the Blue Eyes deck. Let's do better than we did last time. I'm very excited because it's been a couple of weeks since I've been able to go to Locals, so let's go.
So it is Sunday, we are down at Geek Retreat and we are ready for just a regular day of Locals this time, not an OTS. So match number 1, we get paired up with Ryan. It seems to happen quite a lot. And today he is on Sprite Fiendsmith. Now, I did my best, but I haven't played against Sprite very much. I negated what I thought I could, tried to play as well as I could. I won game 1, lost the second game, and then lost the third game on time. So we are starting off our day with a loss, which seems to happen quite a lot. So it might be something we need to look at. So because of our loss, match 2, we actually got a bye, which we have not had for a good couple of months. We've been all the way through playing, but we've got a bye today. So I took that time to go and watch a couple of other players that are playing Blue Eyes, just to see what they're doing, see what plays they're making differently, any tech choices they've got that I'm not using. And I got some pretty decent information, so might be something to look at in the future. But for now, we'll go on to match number 3. So match 3, we are back up against the RDA deck, the Red Dragon Archfiend. Now, this one we swept 2-0, so it was pretty convincing. Blue Eyes, I think, does very well against RDA, and it's just not quite in the right position for this format, in my opinion. So match number 4 was up against Mark playing Malice, and unfortunately for him, his hands weren't the best to start off with, and fortunately for me, I was drawing 4 to 5 hand traps in every single hand against him, going second both times. So I got very lucky with my hand and he got very unlucky with his. So we took this one 2-0, but we then just decided to play a few games for fun afterwards. So I actually got to play some games against Malice at a disadvantage just to practice playing against it, because the only way you can get better against these decks without just siding in Lancia and Chaos Hunter is just by learning where to stop them and what to do. So ending off locals, 3 wins, 0 draws, 1 loss, and even though one of those wins was a bye. So we ended up coming 3rd in the end, which I'm very happy with considering it's the 2nd week that we've brought Blue Eyes out.
So week 2 out with the Blue Eyes deck. I had a lot of fun. I came 3rd. We had a bye game where we got to watch some other people play, but 3 wins, no draws, 1 loss. Yes, one of the wins was a bye, but it still counts. But we technically went 2-1. I'm happy enough. That's the 3rd time, including going to Chris's a couple of weeks ago, that I've ever used those cards in person, activating effects, etc. Changing a couple of small bits around with the deck. So I'm happy. I couldn't have asked for more, considering how little I've used the deck. Do I think the deck is a tier 1, tier 0? No, of course it's not. It's not as good as Rise or Malice. Hopefully they're going to be on the ban list soon, but it's not as good as that deck right now. But I'm having fun with it, and that's what matters. It's not as good, but I'm enjoying it, and I think it's got loads of potential, and I can see myself definitely starting to get some top 4s more often and some tops. But yeah, 3rd today. I'm happy enough with that. 3rd after 2 locals with a new deck, I'll take it. And I think there is potential to shoot all the way up.